We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair... They will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Dobbins trying the left side. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. Touchdown. Noah Gray, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Colts pick up their first down again at their own 25-yard line.
Khalil!
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Chiefs defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Moore on the return. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go away.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
They go play action with Richardson. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Richardson off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. They go play fake. Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rice. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half. There he goes right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Richardson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Yellow! Get the pressure on them, defense! Quítale la pelota, quítatela! Yellow, yellow! Pass, pass, pass!
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
First down, Chiefs.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Bailey. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
17-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On first down, Richardson forced out to his left. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
Panther 11. Go.
Off play action, Richardson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts, because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football and they pick up the 1st down. Give that man a ton of credit.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Colts are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes it a score 24-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Richardson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and long for Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Stop, defense. 15.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. Dances by him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
31, Colts 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 53 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts get a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll buy some time right. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Mahomes now on first down. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mahomes now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Richardson working from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Keep it moving. Can't stop it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football and defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Richardson out of the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
18, hide in.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Roth. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
At the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
No gain on the play.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Gay now set to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Here's a give to Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 195 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Dobbins once more, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they get a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Richardson now on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Oh, yeah, we got more where that came.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Hurt!
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
First down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now here's Mahomes.
He finds more in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
From 19 yards away.
And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Colts 20.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.